We got problems. I should have known.
What is up, guys, and thanks for tuning in to Vitamin D TV. I'm Vitamin D, and we are here at Mahogany Mills Boat Launch in Pensacola, Florida. If this is your first time here, consider checking out some of my other videos and hitting that subscribe button. I would greatly appreciate it. If you guys have been here before and you've been a part of the channel, I appreciate you and thank you so much. Today we have some big news. I am going to be revealing something that I have worked so hard for a very long time, and I can't believe this day is coming true. Alright, so before I show you guys this, I want you to know that this is something that I have worked really hard to accomplish. I have put in a lot of time, a lot of work, a lot of effort here on YouTube. The channel is constantly growing, and I appreciate each and every one of you guys for subscribing, watching the content consistently, commenting under it. Now, I did do this for you guys and the YouTube channel, but I also did this for me and my family. I have sacrificed things that I loved, some of my prized possessions. I made a list of things that I did sacrifice in order to get what I have here. I paid cash for this out of my own pocket, and yeah, it was hard to let that money go, but at the same time, I think we made a good investment. So without further ado, let's go ahead and show you guys what we have sitting here behind us. Let's go. Guys, so there you have it, my brand new to me 2014 Key Largo 168. So this boat is 16 foot 8 inches, and they call it a 168, but this boat is practically brand new. I mean, it was garage kept by an older guy, and a younger guy ended up acquiring it, but he only took it out a few times and then he ended up having to sell it, which brought me to Facebook Marketplace and finding him and making him a sweet offer that he couldn't refuse. So I'm really glad he accepted the offer, because it wasn't exactly what he was asking for it, but here we are, and I'm so thankful that we got it. So just to go over some of the little features here, obviously the steering thrust, and this is a Humminbird sonar GPS, and I have a Humminbird Helix 5 with side imaging, but I think this one's a little bit better. I need to check out all the features and look it up. It definitely has GPS tracking and some other things. Up front we have our live well. It's a little dusty, but we'll be checking to see if that works here in a few minutes once we drop her in. It came with a fire extinguisher, the original fire extinguisher. These seats are in really good condition. Open this guy up, and we got our cooler for snacks and drinks as well as fish. We'll be loading that guy down with some fish. And we got a few other compartments that we can keep bait and whatnot in. Our batteries over there, and what I like the most is this front casting deck. So we'll be up here doing most of our fishing, and the boat came with a trolling motor, but the trolling motor is damaged and it's not an iPilot, which I will be upgrading that to get an iPilot so that I can fish hands-free with just a click of a remote. Other than that, it came with the trailer, so it's a matching set. You guys see it says Key Largo. Key Largo, this is a matching set from the dealer, and hey, I couldn't have found a better deal. Now when I sold all my stuff, I did get a little trigger happy and I started looking at boats right away. I looked at a few boats that probably weren't the best boats for me, and they just happened to fall through for some reason. God works in mysterious ways. So those boats wouldn't have been as nice as this boat is, and I was willing to pay a lot less money for what I paid for this. But I was just so ready to own a boat, a bigger boat, and get out there on the water that I couldn't do in my kayak or in my John boat. So with this baby, we'll be able to fish the bay systems, fish the bayou, and maybe even get offshore and fish the beaches here on Pensacola Beach, and maybe even a little bit further offshore to some of the wrecks that we have out there. I appreciate you guys sticking around, and now that we've gone over the boat, let's drop this puppy in the water and let's see what she'll do. I'm excited. Let's go. All right, there she is, sitting there waiting on us. This is a long way from kayaks and John boats, I'll tell you that. So I picked Mahogany Mills boat launch because it's a nice boat launch, and I knew today is Sunday, there wouldn't be a lot of traffic. So we are just gonna go putt around, and today is really a sea trial, but we will do a little bit of fishing for you guys, and I'll try and get on some for you guys. I brought some bait with me, so no worries there. And I did bring my cast net. So yeah, it won't be just about the boat today, but we will do mostly cruising, and yeah, we'll try and get on some fish for you guys as well. So let's take this baby for a spin, and let's see what we got going. Let's see. First, I'm gonna just stay inshore here. I'm not gonna take it straight out to the bay because we don't know what to expect with this engine or anything. So this is my first time putting it in, and we're just seeing, we're just testing her out. Sea trial. So far so good, running smooth. Wow. That's almost full throttle. We got problems. I should have known. That was wide open throttle and it still wouldn't. We're not even going 5 miles an hour. Wow. All right, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and beach this thing. I'm gonna beach this thing and give it a look. I know there's not much I can do here without tools, but I do want to just look at it. I'll just look at it. I just want to look at it. Man. Take that cowl off there. All right. So looking here, I got good steady stream, and that water is not hot, so the engine isn't running hot. Okay, the engine idles perfectly fine. It idles great, excellent. But I do need to just look over some connections, maybe see if I can find something that may be causing this engine to not operate under load. I may even have to do some Googling. So I'm gonna mess around here, and I will check back with you guys in a few minutes after I tinker. If I find something, I will let you guys know. All right, so first thing I want to do, this thing's a 3-cylinder Suzuki. First thing I want to do is I'm gonna check the injectors. All right, so first thing I'm gonna do, you see how this engine's rocking like this? It shouldn't be rocking like that. And I should have known something may have been up whenever I saw the engine idling in that guy's driveway. But it was such a good deal, I didn't want to pass it up. So I'm gonna check these injectors. What we're gonna do is we're gonna pull these plugs off one at a time and see if there's any changes, all right? If I do see changes, that means one of these injectors could be bad. Alright, so as you guys can see, that Suzuki is running strong. So yesterday we had to take the boat off of the water and we had to take it back to the house. So I tried to call a few shops yesterday and see if I couldn't buy some replacement coil packs. I'm glad I didn't, because that ended up not being the issue. We did test the coil packs on the water, and it turns out that things were not firing on cylinder number 2. I undid all the coil packs and I removed the spark plugs, and it turns out that those spark plugs are probably the spark plugs that have been there since the first purchasing of this boat. Thankfully, the guy who I bought the boat from, he gave me a box with an oil change in it, like 6 quarts of oil, as well as an oil filter and 3 fresh spark plugs. So here we are today on the water in our brand new boat, or new to me boat. I couldn't be more excited, couldn't be more thankful. Thank you, God. Thank you, God. So we're gonna do a little cruising, put a little time on the boat. The boat's been sitting for a while. The guy that I bought it from said it's been sitting for a while. So I'm gonna try and put a few hours on it maybe before it gets dark, and then maybe do just a little fishing. So if you guys want, stick around. If you're new to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button, hit the like button. For those of you who have been here for a while, thank you for sticking around. You guys are like family to me, and I appreciate you staying for the adventure. Things are gonna keep getting better and better and better on the channel, and I couldn't be more excited. So let's rip this puppy around and see what she can do. Also, I'm gonna leave it up to you guys to help me name the boat. So I have a name in mind. I'm not sure if I'm gonna go with that yet, but you guys can help me name it if you want. The name that I've come up with, Vitamin Water. You guys tell me what you think about that, and yeah, maybe we'll come up with another name from one of you guys. So let's get this boat going and get her running. Let's go. That's such a good feeling. Such a good feeling. Been watching me long enough, you've seen me go out with some of my friends on their boats out deep sea fishing. Now this is a smaller boat, but these are about 1 to 3 foot seas, and I'm not even fazed by it. So if this boat can show me that it's up to the test, then we will be offshore in this boat.
like so far is that even though it's a little choppy, I haven't got splashed once. So it's a pretty dry ride is what you would call it. It's a dry ride.